like top-down matches is very interesting because you get a very different kind of dynamic to the gameplay, no matter what platform fighter you're watching.
Yeah, no, with no doubt. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you see this brand new player who's at a major for the first time, they don't know how to seed them, and then they're suddenly insane, right? Or they're using a character that not a lot of people have seen. There's always like a duality. But we're gonna get right into this first game. Blackimar kind of controlling this center stage so nicely, reading these techs, and wow, kind of has him off stage, hits him right back on. Actually kind of puts JC in a better situation to kind of find his footing.
I am a little surprised to see Blackimar go for that nair at the very end. I think he wanted a second dare and then just kind of like went for whatever option he could hit.
Totally.
But took the stock.
Yeah, you can tell he's trying to get something going. Kind of gets a slide, it gets Blackimar off stage, but not much more comes out of it.
Oh my. So Helga's slingshot, for those of you who don't know, is a projectile that launches the opponent toward you. It acts the opposite of how most projectiles do, and it's a huge part of Helga's kit. And it also means that when the slingshot gets reflected, it has a very weird effect where Helga gets sent toward her opponent. So it's a very, it gives you a really good advantage when you hit with it, but it's also really scary to get reflected. And
yeah.
April, one of the best characters at reflecting projectiles with these insane aerial strong attacks.
Yeah, it's one of those characters where they're literally like spoon feeding you and telling you to combo off of this resource that we're giving the character. And we're just gonna fly off stage, an even game at these 2-2 stocks. Blackimar though getting these grab combos going, bringing it off stage, and the 0 to death coming out. Ooh, catches the roll with the slingshot too.
Oh, great spacing on that down tilt.
That's one of those things too about the slower moving projectiles like slingshot cover those rolls so well. It kind of scares you into when to actually get up.
Yeah, absolutely. Like being able to cover multiple tech options at once by using an extra article, that can just go so far.
Totally. And then that's its own mind game, right? Every time you're on the ground of the stage, it has you thinking.
Okay, nice aerial strongs coming up from...
Ooh, catches the roll on stage quite nicely, though. Blackimar in a bad situation, but he's going to find his way back to the stage. Two are going neck and neck, despite Blackimar being a stock up. Yeah. I think we might have a good set ahead of us.
I think Jace is just going for like a very patient, careful play right now, but it only takes one slingshot for Blackimar to find the final kill.
Yeah, kind of just bread and butters his way into that last stock, and we're going to go game 2 here.
Select your brawler.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're choosing the same characters. Both of them looked really comfortable, actually. I think there was just some adaptation and some snowballing that could have been stopped at some points, but once they did, they were able to kind of control the situation.
I don't think I ever see Blackimar switch off Helga, really. I think what I would like to see more from Jace is just more spacing and more sort of preemptive aerials. The way the April meta is going is April is trying to rely really heavily on putting out these preemptive aerial down strongs and preemptive aerial forward strongs. They just cover a lot of space, do a lot of damage, they're safe on block. The down strong especially is safe on block.
Yeah, they're like proximity strongs almost. They can just cover that space.
Yeah, and they're hard to punish. I feel like drifting while using those strong aerial strongs is sort of the current April meta more so than playing a very dash dance heavy game.
Totally.
Not to say that dash dancing isn't also a critical part of it, but I definitely want to see more hitboxes coming out.
Like you gotta use these spacing tools you have instead of trying to just brawl it out every time,
Right. Ooh, getting the grab.
He tries to catch the landing. He's a little late on the execution. Blackimar able to block it and then find his way back on stage.
Jace going for the high recovery.
Wow, he says, I do not care about your projector. We're fighting.
Yeah, you had to be pretty tricky about how you mix up coming down from the limp up high.
Yeah.
BoDD, absolutely the best at it, mixing up all his different air dash angles and sort of where he likes to start his air dash as well, and if he likes to put out an aerial attack at the same time as well.
I think this is honestly like the scariest stage you could take Blackimar to. He's so good at these like tech situations or these roll situations where you're grounded, and he's so good at reacting to your get up option. And it's showed time and time again. So giving no platforms to kind of play with makes it a lot tougher, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I'm perhaps a little bit surprised by this pick.
I do think, like, not only is Blackimar very good at reading the get-up options, but I think Helga as a character really excels at it as well.
Oh, almost got the stage spike.
I know, and despite not getting the spike or the kill, he has them at 74%. Has them at 74%.
Oh, that counter facing the wrong way.
To the heavens.
Helga's crouch animation is so funny.
I know, it is very funny. It looks like a taunt, dude. That's like King DDD energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to chase him right back on stage, tack that percentage on. Jace kind of bleeding out. Got to find the solution here pretty soon.
That counter putting in so much work for Blackimar. And I feel like Jace is not really respecting it enough. That counter has a lot of active frames, like more active frames than you'd think it does.
Yeah, I will say Blackimar is not spamming it too much, though, so it's very easy to forget that it's there. But Blackimar going to take the set 2-0. Looking mighty strong, especially in that second one.
GG's. Putting Helga on the map.
Yeah, like I said, that this first game, it was a lot closer. It kind of looked like Jace was finding a way in, but sometimes, especially the best players, only need that first match to really just feel themselves back into the game, and then incoming takeover.